Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of All About You. Today I have a huge deck profile that I wanted to share with you all. It's a deck that I've been testing thoroughly and I won a shop local tournament with it, and so far it's been great. And I believe that this deck, if you fine tune it a little bit more and just utilize more card choices of what you like to play, it can be a huge devastating threat in the meta, and as it is, this deck's been killing it. So without further ado, we have our Caulifa Leader. Alright, she has been getting hyped up. She's the best red leader in my opinion right now, currently up to date. Her skill is similar to like all these self-awakened leaders like Vegeta and Captain Ginyu. She can, during your main step, you can take a life and add it to your hand. In that case, what's so great about her is that she gives plus 5k to everything on the board non-black. Don't know why they chose that type of skill in the first place, at least that little last part, but it's cool. So every non-black card, they won't get the plus 5k, but every other color does. So this can be splashed, you can utilize other cards with this leader, and it doesn't have to be just geared for red. But this deck profile is going to be of a mono red deck, so it runs primarily red cards. Now, of course, it has the Awaken effect. The Awaken effect is your typical draw 2. Now, like most said, that's right now most likely the best that you can get off of any leader. Drawing 2 cards. In this game, card advantage is very essential. Now, her flip side, Caulifa running wild. Super sexy, super strong. Same effect as before. She gains plus 5k when you take a life and add it to your hand to everything on the board except for non-black cards. And when she attacks, you draw a card. So super strong, and right now my favorite leader to use currently. So we're gonna start off with one of my favorite lineups, and I've been test playing this thoroughly with a lot of other cards. We're gonna go with the Goku lineup. So starting off, we have Pint size Warrior Son Goku. We run 4 of it. You already know, auto, when it comes into play, you can search your deck for a GT Goku and add it to your hand. Moving along, we have Unbreakable Super Saiyan Son Goku. This is probably the most staple-rific card in the game. It pretty much can go in every deck, and it's hugely used with apes. One of the best cards for ape decks. For one, in this deck, you can actually play it on the field, so it's really good where you can just play the little guy, play him on the board. Then on turn 3 or turn 4, when you feel safe, you can evolve him, draw a card, and then utilize this guy for other pieces that you're going to see in the deck. So this is very essential. This is not always going to be your standard combo. You actually want to play him, especially since he has barrier, which a lot of players forget about that. We run Broken Limit Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. We run 4 copies. Now this guy is a baddie. First of all, he has EX Evolve, 1 red, and you pitch a card from your hand. You have to play it over a 4-cost Goku, GT Goku or greater. So like I said before, this Goku is actually a card you want to play on the board. Unlike my other previous deck profiles like Pan, he was mainly used for combo. In this deck, you actually want to play him. So keep that in mind. So when you play this guy, he has an amazing effect. First of all, when a card attacks, you gain plus 5k. He gains plus 5k. Now, auto, when you are in battle and this card reaches 40k or above, he gains triple strike, guys. That's super strong. So on your turn, you attack, you combo, you use any effects to make his combat higher, he'll gain the triple strike if you hit that 40k margin. So you can just go for game once your opponent's at 3 life. And last but not least, you guys already know, Hyper Evolution Super Saiyan Son Goku. He can only basically use him over a cost of 6 or greater. So you got to be careful because he can only be played over this card. So that's essential to have this piece out on the board. You can essentially go for game. You guys should already know what this does. So moving forward, I'm going to show you guys some of my tech cards, the ones that I have at 1, Planet M2. This card a lot of people sleep on. This is a Caulifa Leader, yet a lot of people, when I would play this card on them, they'd be like, whoa, doesn't that just go for Dr. Miyu? No. The only effect that you get off of Dr. Miyu is to draw one card. You don't need to draw with this deck. This deck draws tons of cards, and you have a leader that can self-awaken. So essentially what this does is during active battle, during your turn, you can tap this card, and you can decrease your opponent's leader or battle card by 5k. If you decrease the battle card that's already 5k or less, it dies. Because once the combat reaches to 0, you die. Very essential when you're pushing in for damage or when you're trying to get rid of little threats like little blockers and whatnot. I tech one bodyguard Legic. He's amazing. If you ever catch him in your opening hand, you hold on to him. He doesn't need to really be used throughout the game. He's just a tech at 1. He comes in for free and he can add on pressure with this leader. We run 4 Saiyan Cabba. He's amazing. You guys already know what he does. When you attack, he can help awaken this leader sooner. When you attack, you can use his auto, take a life from yourself, add it to your hand. He gains plus 10k and double strike. Super strong, effective, and helps you awaken quickly. We run 4 Handy Giru. Honestly, it's up to you. You can use whatever you want. Giru. You can use whatever you want. You can use the Vados super combo. Or you can just use him. He's one of my favorites, and my girl really likes him. So we play him. We run 4 Quick Rush Trunks. He's very good for a 2-drop. 15k critical. Not much more than you can ask. He's very good, and there's a lot of nice plays you can do once he's on the board. But we'll get to that later. Fearless Pan. You guys already know what this card does. It's super great. It's a barrier blocker. When it comes into play, it gives all your other cards plus 5k and double strike, red cards. So super strong, and it's one of the best cards in the game in my opinion. For a 3-drop that potentially could come out for free, which we're gonna go there soon. We have Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku. He's a staple in red. If you're playing a deck that runs a lot of heavy red cards, you want to run anywhere from 3 to 4 copies, minimum 2, because he's worth it. When he comes into play, he gives everyone that's red plus 5k, including your leader. At the end, auto, he comes back to your hand. So, very good. We run Double Shot Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. If you're not running 4 of these, you guys already know my catchphrase. Don't want to hurt any more feelings, but you know you got to run this. And he combos so well with the Caulifa Leader because once it hits your turn, if you use this as a defensive mechanism, you guard yourself, you build up your board. On your turn, you give plus 5k. Caulifa just runs wild and just kicks ass. We run 4 combination attack Pans. Yes, this deck runs a lot of Pans because she is freaking awesome. She comes out for free if you have a 25k or greater GT Trunks or a GT Goku. So the way this deck works, you can pump up your guys for free at a cost of a life, and you can use a lot of other combinations of effects to boost up your guys. So she's a free card in this deck. We never say no to free. Moving forward, we have 4 Ability Unleash Ultimate Gohan. He is a main staple, one of the best cards in the game in my opinion. When he attacks, you can choose to give him double strike, or you can choose to draw a card. Very good, very essential, and not to mention, he can come out free with this bad boy, Chain Attack Trunks. This guy is busted. One of the best cards you can possibly get ever in any starter deck. He has multiple effects. We'll start off that he can evolve for just 2 red over a GT Trunks. So like I said before, this guy is one of the cards you want to have on the board. So you want to get your setups in this game. You evolve over him for 2. Auto, when he's put into play, you can play any 15k or less card from your hand onto the board, which means almost the entire deck. But more so, the most important cards you want to play on the board is cards like Fearless Pan. You want to play her for free, which she'll start off the engine and give everybody plus 5k, including your Chain Attack Trunks. Which, guess what? When she gives your Chain Attack Trunks plus 5k, he becomes already a 25k battle card, right? So now you can utilize this. Now she can trigger off and you can play her for free in one turn. Then you have multiple combinations of things you can do, because depending on how your board state is, if you already have her awaken or unawaken, you can use her effect, give 5k to everyone. If you're at 4 life, awaken, draw your cards, give 5k to everyone. You can essentially boost up your whole board into ridiculous numbers. This chain attack Trunks right now is already 25k off of this. With this effect, 30k, awaken, 35k, her effect plus 5k, he's 40k. And that's without any additional pumps I have in the deck, which you can play multiple of these in a turn. So your Trunks can essentially hit for 50, 60k easily before the combo step. And this goes for any of your other characters like Goku or the bigger Gokus like these. So guys, this deck is just super amazing. I'm gonna give you guys a thorough gameplay video of how I use this deck, and you guys are gonna see me kick some ass. So thank you all for watching. As always, this channel is all about you.